Hey, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well. Welcome back and welcome to the last video of the season 33, Battlegrounds Cutoff Projections. Ladies and gentlemen, it has gone exactly as expected. The climbs have been the same, the points have been roughly the same, everything's moving at about the pace we'd expect to see. Some up a little bit, some down a little bit, but give or take, we're here, ladies and gentlemen. The stretch is in. And you can see I've updated the week 4 average. You can see again how points have effectively steadily declined from weeks 1 and 2. A little bit up from 3 depending on where you're looking, but now we're here in week 4. The close is on. But here's your safe estimated challenge or your cutoffs. These are basically now we got 48 hours, so it accounts for 4 days of average. And what you're looking at here, that presumes again a double, right? A doubling of the points in per day, but that's not historically what we see in these cutoffs. So I don't think there's going to be a ton more movement. If you hit these numbers, you're going to be relatively safe. And that said, most people are looking for the sweat cutoffs because that's where the big Mysterium jumps are. So let's take a look. All right, here we have it. Not a tremendous shift from last time I made these projections. Things are relatively in line, and these are gone from solid to safe. And so what this is this is basically where we are today, plus the average that we've seen over the final 48 hours. So the 36, the 48, the 43, the 24, plus 1 extra day. And so there's somewhere between 8 and 10 points in each of these. And that just says, hey, just in case we see the biggest push we've ever seen over the last 48 hours, you should still be in a pretty good spot. The exception being C4, which is again, its own beast, but it's on pretty good track. It's on pretty good track. So for Mysterium, if you're sitting at 324, you're in a good spot. If you're at 320, you're in a good spot. If you're under 315, you need to keep your eyeballs peeled. It's entirely feasible that you will wind up having to do another match, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Depends on how this meta treats people. You know, people have kind of been dropping a little bit because of modders and stuff like that. There's a lot more modders. I played 2 matches last night, ran into 1 modder. And so very frustrating. Hopefully Kabam's cleaning that stuff up today. C6, 448. Again, it's got an extra day's worth in it, so 8 to 10 points. But, you know, again, if you're down in like that 420 range, you're probably not going to make it. It's probably not going to hold. You can see that the climb in C6 has been pretty steady over 5 seasons where we average out to 48 points. There's no reason to expect it's going to be significantly less than that. So keep that in mind. C5 is going pretty slow. So 517, you could wind up less than that. It could be a smaller season, closer to season 31, closer to the 500-ish range. But, you know, this isn't where we come for what might it be. This is where we come for where's a safe place to park. Help me park, Truth. And then we got C4 sitting at 629. Again, you know the math. You know where you're at. Listen, I wouldn't go hard grinding unless you're pushing for one of these cutoffs for sure. I would get to a point where you're within a stone's throw of it, watch and see how it goes, and then worst to worst, in the last 30 minutes of the season, you go in, you fight 1 match, you either make it or you don't. But what you don't want to do is be in a place where you would have made it, try to push higher, and then tilt down. Don't do that. Don't do it to yourself. I'm hoping to be in tonight. It might be tomorrow, though. My wife's in rough shape. She's not feeling very well, so we will be getting a BG stream before this season ends. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The return of the BG streams, the begrudging rounds will be back indeed. Outside of that, again, still working on plenty of good stuff for you this week. A lot of good stuff. A lot of fun interviews going on. But I hope your end of season's going well. I hope things close well for you. I hope you're doing well. All of the well. So until next time, peace.